In document delivery, I'm aware that I can attach documents. I can do this as an attachment, or I can merge them, or I can watermark them. But can you show me, please, the differences between those three ways?
Yeah, so within the document type, so we've got our document types list, and within a particular document type, we can attach a document. So if I click edit, okay, so I'll show you an example in which I've already set up, but I'll explain the background and how I set that up as part of it. So we have our posted sales invoice here. We have our initial report in which will get sent out to the customer. So this is their posted sales invoice. Okay, we then have a number of rows below it in which we can add multiple attachments or multiple reports. In this case, we're going to add an attachment. So your sequence numbering will be the next one down. So your report may be 0, your sequence number for attachment may be 1. That doesn't matter as to what it is. That's just, in terms of the sequence number, it's which document is going to be attached to the email first. So we then have our attachment type. So report is the initial one, okay, and then we have our attachment. So we'll set it as attachment. We can then miss the next two fields as those are in relation to the actual report itself. We then have what's called an attachment code. So if I drill into that, we can see that I've created one already. If I click on advanced, what I'm doing is I'm just showing you the details behind that particular attachment code. So with anything within NAV, you give it a unique identifier, which is a code. You then give it a description. So this may be the actual document in which you're attaching and sending to the customer. We then have a little button at the top here called import. In clicking on that, it opens up our filing system on our PC. So it's where we're going to get the document from and which document we're going to attach. So I highlight the document, it has to be a PDF, and then I click open. That then says that I've attached an imported document and what type of document it is. So this is a PDF. I then click OK. That then populates my attachment name to say it's test, but I can change this to be terms and conditions. Sorry. As an example. Okay, I will then copy that and put it as my batch one as well. Okay, so if we take out the merging, our file processing of merging, and we leave it blank, what we're saying to the system is when we send out this particular document type, we're sending out the report as one attachment, and our attachment, our terms conditions, as a second attachment. It'll all go under the one email, okay, but it'll be two separate documents on our email. So if I click OK and I show you an example of that, so I will go to our document types, our posted invoices, okay, and I will click open email. You can see here, by not setting a file processing rule, as I said, it's attached our two documents. So it's first attached our sales invoice, which is our report, and then it's attached our terms and conditions, which is our attachment to it. Now if I go back to our document type, and I change the file processing rule for that attachment, and I set it to merge, what we're now saying to the system is my report will go at the beginning of the document, and then my attachment will be merged to the bottom of it as a subsequent document. It'll all be under the one email attachment, but it'll show our two different documents.
So I'd see one PDF?
Yes. So if I now show you that process, so I go to our posted documents, if I go back to our invoice and I click open email, we can now see how it's attached it as one document. If I was to open that, just to show you, okay, we can see our sales invoice at the top, which is our first report, and then our secondary report at the bottom. So in this case, I called it terms and conditions. So there's our merging of the two documents. Our customer will only receive one attachment. Our final example is the watermarking. So watermarking is bringing one document behind the other document. So if I show you an example of this, we can see we still have our one attachment, which is correct. We can see here how our two documents have merged together. So the watermarking aspect may be used for, say, like your company logo, or saying like it's a copy of a document. So that may be how you want to watermark your documents, whereas in most cases you may just simply want to merge them.
I see.
So here is a more clearer example of how we're watermarking a document. So what I've done is I've taken just a simple Word document, I've put our logo on it, and I've just put the word copy at the top. I've then saved that document as a PDF document. I'll now show you how I can attach that. So if I click exit on here, and if I go to our document type, so what I'm going to do is I will actually remove this one, okay? And I will add a new attachment. So I'll put our attachment in there, okay? I'll create a new code completely. So we'll call it copy. Okay, and I will click import. I will then find our document, which I've saved as a PDF, okay? And see how it's marked it as attachment imported. I'll now click OK. Okay, I'm going to leave it as copy for now. However, as I stated previously, we can change that. And I'm going to change our file processing to watermark. I'll then click OK. I'll now go and I will run that particular document type. So I'll go back to our posted invoices, choose our fateful Canon group, click open email. Okay, now we double click on that. It will ask us to put our password in because we password protected the document. Okay, and we can see here how it's now merged our two PDFs together. So we've still got our logo and we've still got a copy of it, and there's the original document, our sales invoice.